Today I fucked up by forgetting it was Halloween. This literally happened 5 minutes ago. Throwaway cause I don't want my friends to know. So basically I bought some shampoo and I left it on the kitchen table. The way my flat was designed, is that there is an extremely large window positioned next to the front door. This window faces the kitchen table. So I hopped into the shower intending to wash my hair, forgetting my shampoo. Realizing my mistake, I get out of the shower and walked down the hallway. I was completely naked as nobody in my flat was home and I thought it would be an in and out operation. As I reached for the shampoo from the table, I heard a knock. Trick-or-treaters. I turned my head and saw 3 kids, wide eyes in complete horror, gazing at my body in all its glory. Too long didn't read, I forgot it was Halloween and so I scarred 3 kids for the rest of their lives. Edit, I am a guy, which makes this worse. So does that count as a trick? No, that's the treat. Thanks for the silver kind stranger, maybe you are the real treat here, beating heart. You/scared off my friends. Throw away because I don't want my friends to know. Username definitely checks out. You've got the frightening part of Halloween down. Did you do the helicopter? He better have. You're better off than me. I pre-prepped candy and no kids turned up. Pre-prepped sounds like you're doing way too much to that candy. Today I fucked up by accidentally smoking crack after having sex with a girl I met at a club. My mates and I went out clubbing to celebrate the end of university. Celebrations started off in one club, but we ended up moving to a new one. After an intense few minutes of dancing in the new club to music I can't even remember, I headed outside to get some fresh air. During my intensive breathing session this girl and I start talking, as I assume she was mighty impressed by my lack of fitness and sexy wheezing. We hit it off quite well, which it ended up with us going back to her place. Some context for later, her place is about a 20 to 25 minute walk away from my place. We get to hers and do the hanky panky, some woo and other adult stuff if you're catching my drift. As we finish up, she tells me that her mates are in the living room, so we decide to head in. I see they're smoking up and think some crossfading would be sweet as I'm still pretty drunk, but why not fuck myself up even more, right? As the pipe is passed to me, I begin my hit but stop almost immediately as I realize that whatever I'm smoking is not the devil's lettuce. I'm freaking out at this point, trying to figure out what I've just done. What I had done was smoke some damn crack. Luckily I had stopped before I had too much, but I was still freaking the fuck out. I tried taking an Uber home but my phone had died, which meant walking back around 8 AM with nothing but the thoughts that I may become a crack addict for the next 20 to 25 minutes. Too long didn't read, smash girl, smoke crack, freak out. Accidentally smoking crack? Are you the former mayor of Toronto? Which crack tasted better? Hers. Edit, my first Reddit coin. Gracias, Mysterious Holmes. But, smoking crack is nothing like smoking weed. Yeah, I don't get how op possibly confused a pot smoking device with a crack pipe. One crack please. I'm just surprised she didn't look like a crackhead. Probably did, but when you're drunk and horny. Today I fucked up by becoming the dumbest criminal ever. So, I'm sick and I attempted to make my life easy by trying out Walmart grocery pickup. I picked out my groceries online, put in my personal and payment info, selected a time to pick up, then spent the day congratulating myself on being such a smart and sophisticated human. That is, until I went, with my preschooler, to pick up our groceries at the appointed time, and walked headfirst into a sting operation conducted jointly by the Walmart staff and the local police. After confirming my name and that I was indeed there to pick up my groceries, the Walmart pickup staff member inexplicably scurried away with my loot. It was then that an officer of the law appeared to inform me that I was being detained on suspicion of credit card theft, as the groceries were purchased with a stolen card. I panicked. My brain began the downward spiral of questions. How could I have entered the wrong credit card information? A lot of the personal info did auto-populate. Did the payment info? But I entered the security code on the back of the card. So did I fail to notice that it was entirely someone else's card? And how did I happen to get a hold of someone else's card? And who will believe this was an innocent mishap? Certainly the cops and the Walmart staff members have seen their share of thieves committing hilariously stupid errors that led to comical arrests. Maybe that's why they never hesitated to believe that I was the world's dumbest criminal, who would use a stolen card to buy $50 worth of pantry essentials, enter their own contact information, and schedule a time in advance to be picked up by the fuzz. No one believed me. Not the Walmart employees, who were all patting themselves on the back for gloriously catching their very own Florida man. Not the police, who were warning me not to try to make a run for it. And not my 3-year-old, who was now telling the officers that I was very sorry for stealing and that I would never ever do it again. It was an uphill battle proving my innocence. Even after I presented the actual credit card with my name on it and my driver's license with my name and photo, vindication eluded me. Eventually, top-notch detective work revealed that the card was mine, but the email address attached to the order belonged to someone else. You see, the only other time I had used this card to make an online purchase, I had purchased an item for my mill and attached her email for tracking purposes. So today, when she got an email saying that her Walmart order was ready for pickup, she naturally called in the cavalry. So if you're still with me, yikes, the local PD and the employees of Walmart had a good laugh thinking that I used a stolen card online, then entered my name and home address, then went to the trouble of sending a confirmation email to my victim's email address to alert them of when and where I would commit my scheduled theft. Okay, so obviously I made a stupid mistake, but I'm not at that level of stupid. Too long didn't read. Wisely check to make sure that all of the info is correct when you do your grocery pickup order, or you just might be the one getting picked up. Disclaimer, happened yesterday, made Reddit account today. Edit, best sick day ever. So glad I joined Reddit. Thanks for the comments and the upvotes and the gold, and especially for the disparaging remarks about my mother-in-law. Yeah, no. I personally don't see this as your FU, but rather a shared effort by your mill, Walmart, and the PD. Those pesky mother-in-laws. Mother-in-law enforcement. And not my 3-year-old, who was now telling the officers that I was very sorry for stealing and that I would never ever do it again. Or heart. But why didn't your mill ask you first if you had placed an order versus going straight to the cops? She didn't even realize that she could just look to see the name and last 4 digits of the card number. I think a lot of people might have done this in haste if they received a strange email about a purchase they didn't make. In her defense, the police also didn't investigate further to make sure it was her name and billing address associated with the card. This post should be today I fucked up, along with Walmart, my mill, and the PD. Everybody was a little off their A game yesterday.